there's a lot of lag at YouTube getting the video to a place where I can even see it sometimes, and certainly get it to where I can process on it. But whatever, we're almost out of power and the sun is up, so let's get some coal. I built some parts that we need for the next thing. So we've got these solar panels. And they're generating zip because they're not aiming at the sun. So what we need is to aim the things at the sun. But right now we just need to get some stay alive power, more than that little lump of 20 from the coal, which I don't know where it is, but we'll find it. And then we'll get the solar power online, and we won't have to do this again for a while, hopefully. Coal. There's a black dot, but it's not coal. There's something a little dark, but it ain't coal. That's coal up there. Pretty sure. So yeah, I went ahead and repositioned the panels in such a way that we can get the tracking to work, I think. Hopefully. Is that it for this lump? Nope. Anything else over here? Yes. And that one is going to fill our belt. Keep us going for quite a little while, especially if we stop burning coal to provide power. I need to eat. I need to put this away where it belongs. Yeah, and I need to eat in real life. Dinner should be coming soon. So let's see if we can get this done before dinner. Alright, so with some coal in the coal firing machine, turn it on. There, now we won't die. And speaking of we won't die, I've got everything I need for this project, except what can happen is area. Need solder to make one of those. Never mind. What can happen is it'll run out of power. It shouldn't. I mean, the way I'm wiring this up, anything that's stored, even in that little battery, will feed the cable that's going to control the array, so it'll be all right. So now let me get that little picture up on the screen. We just do what it tells you to do, and it's the following. First, make sure that you've got room to work. A couple of these will be enough, I think. And let's take the hill out of it so that we don't always slide so much. Whatever. Right in here is where it's going to go. Good. Okay, put this away. So it starts with logic readers, logic I/O. And those can go like here, spin it around. That logic reader and this logic reader feed into a cable, and then that goes into where's my batch writers? Come on, I made all this stuff. Well, I guess I didn't make enough of it. What does it say? It says 4 I/O, and I made 2. So we're not getting anything done. Don't waste that. The full battery. We're not getting anything done without 2 more logic I/Os. We're not using that right now. There went 1, I think. Nope. There went 1. That's good. Take those with us. Okay. Okay, so we've got a couple of readers and a little picture, and then a couple of batch writers, which will set the angles. And we've got a math unit, a processor, which sits right here and is oriented thus. Oops, but it's not a unary math thingy. It's switch belts, get the drill, fix this. Come on. It's not a, does not have enough battery. Great. Do we have a small battery charging? We do. This battery's dead, but give me that battery and we'll be good. We have to do a little bit of math. Boom. And we do that with a math unit, logic math. And it should be face up. There. And then there's also a memory chip required that can sit right there. Good. I think that's right. Then everything gets wired together. I made a bunch of wire because it's going to take a bunch of wire. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you son of a bitch. Dang it, I had it all neatly laid out up there and I gotta adjust it and it won't be quite as neat, but whatever. Come on, come on, come on. There. Fix this real quick so that the one thing doesn't merge into the other thing wrongly. Foink, foink, foink. I could make that fancy that up a little bit, but who cares, right? I don't care. It's not my house. Okay, so then regular wire connects like that and like that, and to all of these it's the same. Why is that not? Oh, because it doesn't need to be. This goes like that. And I gotta watch my food and my hygiene are both terrible right now. I really don't like this working on a slope bullshit, but no, there's not much to do about it except just do it. Boink, boink. I mean, I could dig it out and make it all nice, but I'm getting by. I just don't like it. Boink. And boink. Come on. Like that. And then we need these insides wired up. Thus. And so. Connect those onto the big wire. The main run. Like that. Wasted a wire there, but who cares? And then we need this connected like that. Okay. And then all of this has to connect into the cable is blocked by heavy corner. Screw you, heavy corner. Put a, all right, let's just frickin' no, 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 no. Yes, 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 no. Yes. Yes. Okay, one more time with the corner. streams to cross. And then not that, but this. There. Now everything's powered through there. And then we also need this lower side powered up and connected. So then the math unit on all three sides. This goes just straight across. Can't see the damn wire. And I really want to be sure, so we'll take a moment. Clear out some more dirt. And then this goes all the way across. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry. Sorry. Right, and then corners like that corner there, and the batch writer. Shows one on the top. Can that be right? Yeah, I guess so. The batch writer. Boop. Oh, this sucks. Like that. And where did my wire tool go? It's right there. It's right there. Like that. And that needs to connect up there. Like so. Sure. And then this side. Yes. And this side also connects. Does that need more up there? Of course it does. Everything has to be connected to everything. I'm not sure if that is actually required or not, but you know what? It certainly doesn't hurt, and I got the cable to do it, so let's just do it. And then I think, nope, still got a bit to go. This connects into, what would that even do? I don't know. Sure, like that. And then we need the math unit fully wired together. To everything else. And with that, and that, and that, the memory only needs one side. Oh, I gotta eat. I gotta stop and eat or I'll die. And I gotta get out of the suit for a little bit. And I gotta put some more power in the suit. Okay, let's just do it then. We'll get out of the suit. Start working on our hygiene. We'll have a little bite to eat. They didn't used to have hygiene. You used to be able to just live in your suit. So that's kind of cool in an annoying sort of way. But it's nothing like the annoyance of, oh, you name the game. They're all full of, let's make it realistic, and it's just kind of annoying. I could clean this up. Oh yeah, I was going to make another locker. clean this room up. I need to put that on the to-do list. But for right now, we are just busy not dying. Although power obviously isn't a problem when you can just go and harvest 50 coal in one shot without worry. Okay, so memory only needs one. The tops and the bottoms of this one are connected into everything. Missing a line right there, a critical line. There. The tops and the bottom of those two are wired into everything. Batch writer has two important connections and they're made, plus power. Yes, yes, oops, yes, yes. Okay, that should do it. And then I'm going to have to go to my web browser again to be sure, or I could just fake it till you make it. Oh, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it. I got to move this wire one more time. One more time and then it'll be right. You know what? If I had done it this way to begin with, if I would have said, oh, let's make it look good, or let's make it not look bad, I wouldn't have adjusted this wire 7 times. 7 times, twice, 3 times. Don't exaggerate. Not that bad. Haha. Terrible. Okay. That, you know what was I just saying? There. That's nice and neat and won't get in the way. And then, it's not rocket science, but it did screw me up, and I'd just like to know directional help. 0 is north. 0 is north. That's good to know. Look at my compass down by my little face. That's north. And the guide says, make sure that the sensor is facing north. The part that you wire in has to be facing that way. The wire needs to be pointing that way. So we're going to take our sensor, and with this information, we're going to spin it like, how annoying. But that's where it has to go. We can put it in the box. We can put it right there. And then that's going to tell us the angles of the sun, both horizontal and vertical, which will allow us to orient the panels to be pointing right at the sun. Good. Daylight sensor, all the chips. All we got to do is program it. One of the key parts of programming it is to set the memory chip to a certain value, and for that we use the labeler. Which I did not steal the battery from. I did. Steal the battery from the labeler because one of my tools ran out of juice. But now it's full, so we're good. Enough. Be nice to have a couple spare batteries, but we'll get there. All right. So the memory chip. I'm not going to explain this in depth, but it says set the memory chip to 90. 90. Set the memory chip to 90. It's fine to call it logic memory. Its value is 90. Because we're going to do math here. First we're going to, oops. So it starts with you read the daylight sensor, and specifically the value for vertical, And you read the daylight sensor, and specifically the value for horizontal. Horizontal. And memory chip doesn't have a power. And so we're reading now to see where the sun is, horizontally and vertically, except it says horizontal on both of them, so we'll fix one of them to read vertical. Good. So it's going to read those two. It's going to take 90, and we're going to do some math. We're going to do some, come on, Quasar. What happened to my web page? Oh, come on, come on. Bringing up the web page again that I closed. Solar tracking. Solar circuits logic guide. Oh, what does it say? In for the math is the memory and these didn't get named. Name them so we know what's what. This was Bert. And this was Horace. Good. And now the math is the memory plus the vert, right? Vertical correction. Oh, I saw it there. Read vert and output the sum. The sum? The sum. Add. Add. Add those two together and you'll get a value. Useful. And then all we got to do is out type is solar panel. The whole world on my circuit. That's okay. We didn't wire in the solar panels yet. The data for the solar panels. And we're going to need more cable. Ah! So close. And yet so very far. Just stop, because you can't do anything until we get the cables. So get the cables working. Get those cables coming. Cables. Bunch of them. I made a bunch of them. You just go through the wire so fast. What am I going to do with my one piece of wire? I'm going to wire all this stuff in so that we can see and control the solar panels. Don't need too much wire right now. We need 10 should do it. With the wire tool, boom, there's 1, 2, 3. I'm hitting my head on the solar panel. Perfect. Now, when we have a good value, we're going to write it to the solar panel dual. We're going to take in the value of the horizontal, and we're going to write it to the horizontal for the panel. Boom. And then, similarly, we're going to write it to the solar panels. We're going to take in the, let's name it, since we got everything on the same solar vert. There, since we got everything on the same circuit, it'll be a lot nicer to name it. The input is the solar vert, and the output is the vertical for the solar panel. Ooh, see them moving? Why isn't that one moving? And look, they're moving in the wrong direction. Big shocker. I always screw this up. I don't always screw it up. I don't always do it. I don't recall having this trouble before, but when I did my tests, let's assume that the circuit's right and it's just this dumb sensor I put in is backwards. If I take the sensor out with the drill and swap it around to face the other way and wire it, I would expect that the thing will flip over and we might be done. Once we tell it to use the brand new to the circuit daylight sensor. Why is it flashing power? Daylight sensor. Oh. Daylight sensor vertical. Daylight sensor horizontal. Ooh, what's happening now? They're aiming at the sun that is set. I think we're there. I think that's got it. We'll see tomorrow. Meanwhile, we probably have created a lot of cables. For sure. How many? Too many. I mean, we'll use them, obviously, at some point. But too many to carry around. And we still have 28 more, another stack. That can only help us, though. We're only going to, we're going to use those. All right, well, that's probably good for now because dinner's coming. I am going to see about a locker kit. Requires iron and not very much of it, but we don't have any of it. Well, what did we learn? We learned if you set the stack size smaller and then eject it, the stacker will cut the metal up. We don't have any in here. Whatever. I'm sure we have some here. Fine. Let's cut it into a smaller stack. Is that iron? Steel, copper, stop. There's the iron that we want. There's a little hunk of iron. And the auto lathe, can you see it? And then clean up this mess, which would be a lot easier if we had free hands. Okay. So what was I saying? I was saying we're going to build a locker. another locker. Just one is fine for now. Oops. This, and this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, couple, it says 2, but I think that means 2 small or a large. And what we want is a large. Also need to keep an eye on what's coming next, which will be short locker, tall locker, small locker, shelf, shelf medium, corner locker, overhead locker. How about just a locker? Nice. And we could strap that container down, but we don't care anymore. We're not using him or him. Ooh, we can take that battery. We can use that battery right now. A lot better than 2 grams of gold in my hand. I don't want to insert a battery. I want to pick this up. How do we pick it up? Stick that here for just a second. We can get rid of that. Why won't you let me pick you up? There, pick up. What else is on the ground? I see the heater cranking away. We're up to 36. We're into the sweet zone for the plants, so I'm going to turn that off. What's our pressure look like? 49. That's not enough. But we're going to stop right there and not overheat the place. Oh, you don't belong in here. You go against the wall. So do you. I don't see any little odds and ends that I can pick up and throw in the locker now. That's good. We could empty this thing out. Get it out of the way. Don't need to carry around heavy cables or extra cables or the labeler. Try to do this nicely. That's dumb. That's dumb, because we have another one right there. Ooh. Put this dumb shit right here and here. And that will, what? Allow us to store the labeler, which is a good thing, which is a thing we don't want to lose track of. Data disk. We're going to need that for our efforts with the good advanced airlock. We could work on that right now. Nope. What did I say? We're going to work tonight on tidying up the place. Here's an extra, doesn't matter, insulated water package, hydroponics tray, soybeans, and wheat, and potatoes. Also handy duct tape and a grow light. Uh-oh, who's that on my phone? I better take this, but I will be back. All right, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? I was emptying this thing out, trying to decide what I might use soon and what I might not ever use. I don't know what we need that utility pipe for in the hydroponic solution. Okay, so we can get this the heck out of this place. I go ahead and adjust the volume on my speakers so I can hear this game. We can get this out of here. And this other junk. We could mount it. My suit and my hygiene. What am I running around with my helmet on? Damn it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's mount that container just in case we want it. And then I think we have at least one portables connector. We can mount that. We really need to look into this business of the shower. It'd be so nice to come in and just take a quick shower and feel all refreshed and with the hygiene fixed instead of doing it the way I'm doing it. Oh, there's our extra battery. Yeah. This still has never been tested. It should be just fine. What does it say our pressure's at? 12 and 73. Oh, because it's not wired up. That's not why it's not doing nothing. Look, we got cables. Pretty sure that wire's hot. Okay. We should be seeing some more pressure on. Oh, so they changed it. It used to be you just grind ice and that was that. And now you grind the ice, but then it's freezing cold. It's too cold to get out of the machine until you leave it on for a while. And then after a while, it'll turn it into water. And we can see that with our tablet. Until it gets above 14, it doesn't go anywhere. And now we should see it doing something, I think. No, because it's still grinding. Depending on where you look, it has a different temperature, but it's not warm enough. What are we after? 12 and 73.4 is the key thing. Liquid, 73.4 liters are stored right now. And when this thing does what it's supposed to do... Why is there 6 liters in the crusher and none in the tank? It's wired together. Why isn't this working? Is it because of pressure? No, because look, the pressure's 1.24 MPa, which means lots of pressure. And it's wired right, or it's piped right, I think. It's piped from the one thing to the other thing. I don't know. Let's put it on the list of shit to worry about, I guess. Alright, so what were we doing? We were hoping to see the solar panels kicking out massive amounts of power. Helmet is closed. Why are they pointing that way? Son of a... I struggled with this in the test in my on the moon. I got it to work. Yep. Dinner. Okay. See you next time.